Giving a voice to Alabama outdoorsmen. This is Listen to the Eagle, the radio home for Alabama's hunters and fishermen. To be a part of the show, call toll-free at 844-EAGLE-99. That's 844-324-5399. And now, giving a voice to Alabama outdoorsman, Bert Carruth.
Welcome in to Listen to the Eagle, your live statewide radio and show on hunting and fishing. Thank you for making us a part of your day. This is your show. Alabama's hunters and fishermen finally have a voice statewide in the great state of Alabama. That's right, Alabama's hunters. If there's anything that you're proud of across this state in the great outdoors, hey, if there's anything that you want to take issue with, this is your platform. This is your show. This is your voice. But to be heard, you got to be a part of the show. You got to call us 1-844-EAGLE-99. That's 1-844-224-5399. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Eagle Alabama. That's at Eagle Alabama. And you can always go to listentotheeagle.com. Find out where we've been, where we're going, what we're doing, and everything that Listen to the Eagle has done. You can always watch the show live. If there was a segment that you really liked and wanted to see some more video, you missed it, and you can always go to Listen to the Eagle live, and you can see us right here in the studio and all the video from all. Once again, I'm Bert Carruth. I am your host. Real quick, let me frame the show. I am not a professional hunter. I am not a professional fisherman. I love hunting and fishing. Grew up hunting and fishing. I'm simply your host. This is your show, Alabama's hunters and fishermen. You got a voice? Time to use it. Always. Now look, if you can't get in, sometimes our phone lines get banked up. You'll go to a voicemail. Leave a message. Leave your name and number. The producer will call you back. We'll get you on the show because, once again, we're here for you. 1-844-EAGLE-99. That's 1-844-324-5399. And as many of you know, we're getting bigger, we're getting stronger. All across the state, got great now. We're rocking, and it's because of you, our listeners. Now, from time to time, we do bring on guests. I always share with you, we want to bring on guests that are educational. We want to bring on guests that are entertaining. And tonight, we've got a great guest. Great guest. We have well, I lost it here, and I apologize. Who we got? Oh, we got Miss Kay Donaldson from Alabama Bass Trail. Hey, Miss Kay, welcome to Listen to the Eagle.
Well, thank you so much. I'm glad to be a part of it. I think they were having a hard time getting through to me. I'm traveling to Montgomery right now. I'm so glad to be on the show. Thanks for asking.
Okay, we can't thank you enough for being on Listen to the Eagle. And wow, Alabama Bass Trail announces their new 2016 tournament schedule. Before we talk about that, can you kind of frame what's been going on like last year and how this thing is just growing and how it's impacting our state?
Oh, man. When we announced the Alabama Bass Trail Tournament Series in September of 2013, we thought we had a great idea. A good platform for amateur anglers throughout the state of Alabama and actually the Southeast. And right. We were blown away by the participation in 2014. Our North Division actually sold out in the first 7 days. Thought would never happen. And then in the South, we averaged around 165 boats. So we just had a phenomenal turnout in 2014 and gave away a lot of prize money, a little under $400,000, over $400,000.
Oh my!
And and then we started the 2015 schedule, and it seemed that everyone was pretty excited about that schedule. And we actually participation this year. We have 206 boats in our North Division, and we have 162 teams that signed up in the South Division this year. But the difference this year is that they can't just fish one tournament. They've got all of them. So in 2014, we only had 112 teams sign up to fish all of the South. This year we had 162 teams sign up to fish. So growth for us. So looking forward to what 2016 has. This tournament series last year, based on our impact studies that we do for each community that we visit, we base that off of surveys that we do at the pre-tournament meetings. Each angler fills out a survey and lets us know what he spends in the local community. And so based on the surveys last year we were roughly at $2.1 million economic impact to our state. And that was phenomenal for a first-year tournament series. And we felt very good about those numbers. We actually felt they were a little conservative. I don't think a lot of our guys consider their pre-fishing time. A lot of these guys go a couple weekends in advance and fish. And I don't really think you took those numbers into account. Economic substantial.
Maybe losing you, Kay. We're talking with Kay Donaldson, the program director of the Alabama Bass Trail tournament schedule. Hey, Kay, are you still with us?
I am. I'm going through Coleman, so I may just a little bit before I get back a strong signal.
Well, Kay, real quick, let's talk these different individual areas and how it impacts our state. Now, I understand to showcase a lot of our beautiful and awesome lakes right here in the state. Can you talk about the North region and what lakes those are, and then let's focus on kind of share with our listeners what we're highlighting here for our great state?
Okay. The North Division, there are 5 lakes, and those we started off in Gunnersville. And, of course, Gunnersville spans 2 counties. It has Marshall County and Jackson County, which is awesome fishery, absolutely, probably the crowning jewel for Alabama as far as bass fishing goes. Mm-hmm. The largest lake in the state of Alabama, and by far holds the most tournaments than any other lake in the state. And then we traveled and went to Neely Henry, and we were there in March. And Neely Henry being a Coosa River bass lake primarily.
Right.
It's great to be able to feature our lake largemouth fishing on Gunnersville, Coosa spotted bass on the Coosa chain down at Neely Henry. And then we went to Smith Lake. And if anyone has ever been to the state of Alabama, they know that that lake is different from almost any other body. Almost it and are a lot alike in the fact that they're a deep, clear lake, a lot of stripers, a lot of fun. That lake has really, I think the Conservation Department has a slot limit, a 13 to 15-inch slot limit that has just made that lake just a phenomenal fishery.
That is so awesome.
And then we just went to Pell City and visited Logan Martin. Again, it's traditionally a spotted bass lake,
right?
But a mixed bag of 4 spots. And one largemouth did win that tournament this past weekend with just over, I think it was just under 19 pounds. And I mean, we had several 18, 17-pound bags of fish, so it really produced. There was a lot of traffic on the lake. And we'll finish up this year at Pickwick, and I don't know that there's a better fishery in the southeast portion of the United States than Pickwick Lake. That is a beautiful fishery. We have a great boat ramp there in Florence. We're going to have a lot of that's our Angler of the Year tournament this year, so that we'll be deciding who our northern that are going to compete in the Angler of the Year race. And so we're going to go and Florence being our host city. So that's going to be an awesome tournament.
Again, Donaldson, the program director of Alabama Bass Trail. Kay, this is unbelievable, and it's awesome how this thing is growing, not only for our state, because many of these participants, as I understand, are from out of state, so it's bringing all kinds of economics into our state that we wouldn't have. Is that not correct?
It would. We have 6 states represented in our north and our south. And,
Wow.
I want to tell you a little bit about the South Lakes, too, because I think that a lot of people really concentrate in North Alabama and along the Tennessee Reservoir for fishing, but the Southern Lakes have produced. Matter of fact, at Lake Gunnersville or Lake Eufaula, we've had a 29-pound bag of fish weight. That's our heaviest weight today.
Wow.
It was just over 29 pounds. I think second place they beat them by 4 pounds, 25 pounds of fish. That's where that was our second tournament this year. Lake Jordan, we had it in February and had a phenomenal tournament down there. 23 pounds won down there. Just a fantastic fishery. And Miller's Ferry, and you talk about economics and what it means to the state of Alabama. You bring an additional 340 people to the city of Camden. It almost doubles their population.
Yes, ma'am.
And the amount of money that's spent in gas and food and,
Yes,
basically gas and food and hotels is phenomenal for that community. As a matter of fact, the only new thing that the city of Camden did this year was Alabama Bass Trail, and their lodging tax was up 10.8%.
Oh, wow.
So they almost had a 14-point swing because they were down like 2.6% the year before, so almost a 14-point swing in lodging tax in 1 year. So that was phenomenal for that community. And, being able to showcase our state to 6 other states. I mean, we have people from as far away as Ohio and South Carolina fishing with us this year. A great number from Georgia and Mississippi.
Yes,
In
and
the
they
North
all
Division, of course, we have
and they all travel back and talk about how awesome the scenery and the lakes and the fishing are in this state of Alabama. Let me ask you this: what part of the tournament, if you're not an angler, are there festivities, and is it good for the general public to be a part of this?
Well, I think it is. I mean, we don't offer the carnival type atmosphere that Bass would. Of course, we're not quite as large as Bassmasters, but we do have a very lively, entertaining MC. Our anglers are there and fish. We have a release tank that we hold the fish in so kids can kind of see how we care for the fish. But yeah, I mean, and I certainly think it's important for outdoorsmen to get their states involved in. I mean, this was an idea of Dr. Robert Bentley, and the governor's been extremely supportive, and influential with his office and supporting the Alabama Bass idea, and I've just been the lucky one to get to carry the torch for him. But this has been a great economic stimulus to our state. There's other states that want to model after us. Louisiana wants to open a bass trail. We've heard from South Carolina as far as north as Virginia. Georgia has shown some interest. So Alabama's just blessed geographically, and we have the natural God-given resources to utilize. And that's been the fun thing about the Bass Trail is we haven't had to go and build a brick-and-mortar building to make this an attraction. We just have to utilize what God's given us.
That's right.
And to make that be an economic driver for our state.
Well, it's right here in the beautiful, great state of Alabama. Again, Kay Donaldson, Program Director of the Alabama Bass Trail, thank you for visiting with us and helping our listeners understand a little bit more about the Bass Trail across the great state of Alabama. And thank you for listening to the Eagle.
Thank you so much. I look forward to being back on with you anytime you guys will have me.
Great. We look for results and want to post them, so just kind of send us some information along the way. Again, thank you for being a part of the show. Y'all don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more of Listen to the Eagle.
To be a part of the show, call 844-EAGLE-99. That's 844-324-5399. This is Listen to the Eagle.
Crack windows that stick, uneven floors and squeaky doors. The signs are there everywhere. Your home is crying out for repair. FS and we'll be there. Waterproofing specialists too. Let us take care of you. AFS, we support everything you do.
AFS at 877-340-8479 or go to afsrepair.com.
Whether you have a convenience store, restaurant, truck stop, quick lube, an existing location, Old Equipment Company can handle the project quickly and efficiently. Old Equipment Company not only specializes in the design and construction of convenience stores, they also have a full inventory for most of your petroleum needs. Old Equipment Company and their parts department want the opportunity to earn your business. Visit them online at oecparts.net. That's oecparts.net. Old Equipment Company.
Reed's Metals is the manufacturer for metal roofing, pole barns, pre-engineered steel, galvanized econo buildings. See them all online at reedsmetals.com. Reed's Metals uses American steel products, welded by certified custom building to meet your needs, manufacturing and delivering within 21 days of your order. They use truck-mounted lifts to unload the delivery off the truck, saving you time. More about products and services online at Reed's Metals.
When you're looking for unique land opportunities in the central Alabama area, look no further than High Point Properties. The team will work to understand your needs, your budget, and identify the best properties in the options for you. From lakeside property for personal use to large tracts of land to develop retail stores or residential communities, High Point Property is your solution. Properties, hpprop.com. That's hpprop.com.
Coming to Trustful in the fall of 2015, Sheepdog Firearms Indoor Training Facility, located 1 minute off of Interstate I-59 and Deerfoot Parkway. Sheepdog will feature 24 indoor firing lanes, 1,000 square foot gun sale showroom by a friendly and courteous staff, and at Sheepdog Firearms you can get banded brass. Like us on Facebook or visit our website at sheepdog-firearms.com. Come join the pack at Sheepdog Firearms Training Center, Trustful.
Alabama Foundation Specialist, we know your home is your biggest investment, and at Alabama Foundation, we know is your biggest investment, and it starts with a solid foundation. But sometimes change soils can cause sidewalks, driveways, porches to shift and crack. AFS has a simple, inexpensive that lifts the slabs with expansive foam called PolyLevel. Weight adheres in minutes, won't wash out or shift. Don't replace it, raise it. For a free estimate, call AFS or go to afsrepair.com.
Coming to Trustful in the fall of 2015, Sheepdog Firearms Indoor Training Facility, located 1 minute off of Interstate 59 on the Deerfoot Parkway exit. Sheepdog 24 indoor firing lanes, a 4,000 square foot gun sale showroom manned by a friendly and like us on Facebook or visit our website at sheepdog-firearms.com. Come join the pack at Sheepdog Firearms Training Center, Trustful.
All right, welcome back to Listen to the Eagle, your statewide radio and TV show on hunting and fishing in the great state of Alabama. Alabama's hunters and fishermen finally have a voice statewide across the state. But the only way you can make it your voice is to be on the show. Call us at 1-844-EAGLE-99. That's 1-844-324-5399. Always go to listentotheeagle.com. Find out what we're doing, where we're going, and where we've been. You can always get some great information there at listentotheeagle.com. Also, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Eagle Alabama. That's at Eagle Alabama. Want to thank Miss Kay Donaldson, the program director of the Alabama Bass Trail, which just announced its 2016 tournament schedule. Well, I hope you enjoyed that segment. If you missed a little bit of it, please go to listentotheeagle.com. Listen back to the economic impact that the Bass Trail is having on our state, and also just some really cool activities of 6 different states coming into our anglers. It's just really cool to experience our lakes. But, man, what a great segment. To our next guest, Mr. Tom Lewis. Tom, welcome to Listen.
Thanks for having me.
Man, yeah, awesome. In studio. Hey, I got these on my hand here. I don't know if you can see these or not. Got some thumb and a new product right here on my index finger. Tell us all about it.
Necessity is the mother of invention. I was at the Alabama LSU game about a year and a half ago, and I came up with this idea. Nothing, you guys. It has nothing to do with hunting or fishing. But it's everything for the Alabama fan, right?
Yeah, hunting for trouble the minute you stick that little digit up there.
You got to be careful. So I was out at Alabama. We got this thing patented here. It's called a victory finger. It's got tied on one side an A and the 15 seasons on the other, 15 wins on the other side.
Yeah.
And a guy came up to me. He says, so you know a little bit about, making things for the fingers.
Right.
And I said, what you got? He goes, I've been fishing for a long time. And he goes, I'm tired of the rod. He goes, I fish Saturday, I fish Sunday. I go to work Monday, and I can't write, I can't type whatever work I do with my hands. And he goes,
wait a minute. Let's break this down for our listeners. A raw thumb that's not from catching.
That's from catching. There's a big difference.
Yeah, there's difference. So and you reach down and you get that
and you
bad boy
that
off. Yeah, you get it off that hook.
Flipping that bass and bringing it into the boat and trying to take it off the hook. It's thrashing. It's
right.
And it's really so much not the biting, it's the teeth that go back and forth, back and forth.
The friction.
The friction, that's right. And next thing you know, you shred up your thumb pretty good with just a little 3 or 4 pound smallmouth or even largemouth bass.
Oh wow!
So he says, "Look, let's brainstorm." And so we did, and I immediately said, I've got an idea. While I was researching for the Victory Fingers, I came across some fabric that didn't work for Victory Fingers, it worked for the water.
Yeah,
neoprene, right? Yeah. Water resistant, floats if you drop it, all those big things. So went through a couple of models and tests, and finally came out with thumb.
Fisherman's Thumb. FishermanThumb.com.
Fisherman'sThumb.com. That's right.
So we go, like I share with a lot of people, Tom, visiting with Tom, founder and I guess the owner.
Fisherman's Thumb.
Look, here's the deal. We love bringing on guests that are educational, and then we really love bringing on guests with these cool products. So this is cool. So tell us, how can we get it?
Well, let me say, there's so many cool fishing products out there. There's the things that make the mainstream media all the time. We just got back from the Bassmaster Classic, Bert, and we exhibited there, and there were about, I'd say, at least 3 or 4 other companies like ours, small burgeoning companies that had cool ideas. And I know it's not about them, but quick plug for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a company called Hook Safe, and it's this cool little contraption you put over your line and your hook, so when your rod's throttling around, whether you're or your saltwater fishing and your boat's going back and forth, that hook doesn't get caught in your ear or your shirt. There's another company, Cutters, and a guy built this ring that you slip over your finger that has a little knife in there.
Oh,
so when you want to cut a line, you don't have to get your pliers out, take your gloves off, cut the line, and tie. Man, you just cut it right there. So there's really a lot of cool, efficient products out there.
Now wait a minute, I want to go back to something. You mentioned fishing in a kayak. Evidently, you watched our last segment of Washington, our producer, that went crazy out in the middle of the ocean with a guy shark fishing in a kayak.
Yeah, he's missing a link there. That's
thank you.
That's not bright there.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you see where the videos, these sharks are swimming under these kayakers, and I'm thinking, if you get a fish on, the shark's going to eat the fish, and the fish is going to pull you over, and then you're all done.
Look, real quick, I'm going to share this, and we're going to go to break, and I'm going to hold you over to another segment because we got a lot of things to talk about. But literally, Dennis and them are telling me they got 800 yards of tension going out, dragging sharks till they get tired, so the kayak doesn't, go straight down. Crazy.
Why?
Yeah. More cool products. We're coming back. Y'all don't go anywhere. Listen to the Eagle. We'll be right back.
Call Listen to the Eagle now. Toll free. 844-EAGLE-99. That's 844-324-5399. This is Listen to the Eagle, Alabama.
Alabama Foundation Special. Your home is your biggest, and it starts with a solid foundation. But sometimes changes in underlying soils can cause sidewalks, driveways, porches, and pool decks to shift and crack. AFS has a simple, inexpensive solution that lifts the slabs with expansive foam called PolyLevel. It's lightweight, adheres in minutes, won't wash out or shift. Don't replace it, raise it. For a free estimate, call AFS or go to afsrepair.com.
Coming to Trussville in the fall of 2015, Sheepdog Firearms Indoor Training Facility, located off of Interstate 59 on the Deerfoot Parkway exit. Sheepdog will feature 24 indoor firing lanes, a 4,000 square foot gun sales showroom manned by a friendly and courteous staff. Like us on Facebook or visit our website at sheepdog-firearms.com. Come join the pack at Sheepdog Firearms Training Center, Trussville.
I'm 1 in 1,000, making a difference.
I'm 1 in 1,000, keeping families together.
And I'm driving for the Ronald McDonald House. Research proves that togetherness heals, and through your pre-commitment to the Ronald McDonald House specialty license plate, we can ensure that miracles keep happening together. Find out more on how you can become one of the first 1,000 people to make a difference and get your new car tag for free. Visit rmhca.org. Car tag today. Want to stand out above your competition? Can make it happen. Produce your next webinar live in our state-of-the-art studio. Customers with new YouTube explainer videos and podcasts. Cross Digital also delivers custom apps and websites for businesses of all sizes, as well as digital marketing and social media solutions. Visit crossdig.com to learn how we can help you reach your business goals. That's crossdig.com.
Coming to Trussville in the fall of 2015, Sheepdog Firearms in facility, located 1 minute off of Interstate 59 on the Deerfoot. Sheepdog will feature 24 indoor firing lanes, a 4,000 square foot gun sales showroom, friendly and courteous staff. Like us on Facebook or visit our website at sheepdog-firearms.com. Come join the pack at Sheepdog Firearms Training Center, Trussville.
At Alabama Foundation Specialist, we know your home is your biggest investment, and it starts with a solid foundation. But sometimes changes in underlying cause sidewalks, driveways, porches, and pool decks to shift and crack. AFS has an inexpensive solution that lifts the slabs with expansive foam called PolyLevel. It's lightweight, adheres to washout or shift. Don't replace it, raise it, or go to afsrepair.com.
Welcome back to The Eagle, your statewide radio and television show on hunting and fishing. Alabama's hunters and fishermen have a voice statewide. That's right, this is your show. Hunters and fishermen of Alabama, you have a voice. Our platform is here for you. Voice, you got to call and be a part of the show. 1-844-EAGLE. That's 1-844-EAGLE. 99. If the phones are backed up and you go to voicemail, please leave your name and number. Our producers will call you back. We'll get you on the show. We want your voice to be heard. Always go to listentotheeagle.com. Check out, see what we're doing, where we're going, where we've been. Follow us on Twitter and on Instagram at Eagle Alabama. Bert Carruth, your host, visiting here with Tom Lewis, founder of Fisherman's Thumb. Tom, again, on guests with cool products that can help our hunters and fishermen, and a great one for our fishermen across the state.
Well, yeah, this thing is small. It's not like rocket scientists to figure this out, but I guess nobody had until we did.
Yeah.
So we literally came up with this little thumb covering, and so when you're lipping that bass and bringing it in the boat, that's one application. But there's a couple more that came out of feedback from our customers. One was for the kids. The young kids who were scared of taking the bass off the hook for the first time. And we had a girl's uncle text us and said, my niece took the fish off the hook for the first time because of the fisherman's thumb.
Wow.
She now, she's
got her over that little fear.
got over that hump. She put that in the fish's mouth and took it off the hook herself. And the other one was for the pro guys who pre-fish. So they're pre-fishing all week, and they don't want to wear out for when it counts.
Yeah, when they need it.
Thursday, Friday, and hopefully Saturday and Sunday.
Sure.
So, they may wear it when they're pre-fishing. And then the other one is when the guys are taking those angry fish out of the live well.
Yeah.
It's been in the live well for a long time. You go to try and grab it right. And truthfully, that's a lot of the feedback we get is they're tearing their thumbs up when they're going to grab the fish out of the live well. So we've got, we came up with 6 different colors to kind of start. And camouflage, and you could have guessed that, Bert. That's our most popular color.
That's awesome.
These things retail for $4.
Yeah.
So we're thinking we just want to be in everybody's tackle box. Do you wear it every time you fish? Maybe, maybe not.
But you need to be there. Yeah, an option.
Yeah.
All right, how can I get it?
Thumb.com or support our retailers, Mark's Outdoors.
Yeah.
Outdoors, and then we got some big folks on the West Coast who are now selling it. But in Van Sporting Goods in Coleman,
yes, sir,
they're selling it.
Yeah.
We've got a slight demand early on at the Bassmaster Classic. So
the ladies
like the pink ones, and of course, our color was one of our original colors was the orange color. So after we had that at a show this past summer, we got a lot of feedback. So, well, if you're going to have orange,
got to have that.
Got to have the red.
Got to bring the red.
So we've got our Alabama and our Auburn fisherman's thumb. But I tell you, what to expect. Two things interesting came out of this. One, at the Bassmaster Classic, some folks came up to us and bought a bunch, and we said, what are you doing with them? And they said, well, we're florists. We cut a lot of roses.
Wow.
And we're cutting our thumbs open because we're cutting stems.
Yeah.
So we're going to get industry. And then our pro staffers.
Well, I was about to ask you, are you on the tour? Do you see your product out there?
We have a pro staffer, Clint Davis. He's FLW Rookie of the Year in 2012.
Okay.
He's our only pro staffer. And he showed us his thumb, and it's pretty tore up. But he said, Tom, if you could come up with something that protects the index finger, because we're always wearing Band-Aids and electrical tape, and that either wears wet and falls off.
All right, now wait a minute. Now talk to me about that. Give me the there in the field. Why my index finger?
Well, what's happening? First, you look at the end result. Lines cutting their index finger, the fishing line. Every time you snag and you're getting that line across that finger, and you do it as a pro guy. You do it 100 times a day.
Right.
It's going to wear on that. But the other one that came to surprise us was reeling. Right? You cast and reel. When they're reeling, that finger's hitting the star drag or part of the reel every time.
Yeah, right there on that knuckle.
Right there on that knuckle. So they said, come up with a product that's tight-fitting right now, but tight-fitting and doesn't interfere with the reeling. So we came up with that's circular and tubular, and it really holds fast to the finger. Now, Bert, this isn't available on our website yet. We just got finished product in Thursday.
Okay.
And literally just releasing it to the market, so you won't see it on fishermansthumb.com. But
it's coming.
But in days, if not weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're solving some problems. Wear a full glove. You can wear one or wear both of these and take care of the all the abrasion and the rawness you get from catching.
Well, again, visiting founder of fishermansthumb.com. I can't thank you enough for being in studio. I love bringing guests on that can help our listeners, and man, these are just two awesome deals. What's behind the deal?
Oh yeah, well to attract attention to the trade shows.
Yeah,
we came up with this idea. Literally, we were at Tennessee Hunting and Fishing Valley Expo last summer, and we stopped at a Home Depot in Coleman. And we got ourselves a little hacksaw. We said, we want to prove how good this thumb is, because people are like, come on, the teeth will go. By the way,
you're not about to do this live in studio.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I have little 6-year-olds.
If you're riding down up and get on listentotheeagle.com and watch this live. He's about to. Tom, don't do it.
It'll hurt a little bit. So literally, you can put all your weight on that.
He's got a saw.
Those teeth aren't going to go through there.
Wow.
We've had. You use it with barracuda? No, you can't do barracuda and you can't do walleye, but you probably can trout. And some of the smaller fish. Obviously, the redfish should probably do fine. Snook's a good. I got a guy who just sent me a bunch of pictures from Bonita Springs, Florida. Caught a bunch of snook, 30-inch snook. Had this on his thumb.
It's not going to help Dennis in a couple of more weeks going to fish for those sharks in the kayak.
The only thing left with Dennis will be his thumb. Everything else will be gone.
Wow. Go to fishermansthumb.com. Check out all his products. Thank you for what you do for our fishermen. Thank you for being a part of Listen to the Eagle and coming in the studio. It's awesome stuff.
Thank you.
All right. Y'all don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Listen to the Eagle.
Call Listen to the Eagle now. Toll free. 8-EAGLE-99. That's 844-324-5399. This is Listen to the Eagle, Alabama.
New website, Cross Digital has you covered. Cross Digital is a full-service company focused on you. We build custom apps and websites designed to engage your customers. We also produce corporate videos such as live webinars, YouTube explainer videos, and podcasts in our state-of-the-art studio. out, Cross Digital makes it happen. Visit crossdig.com to learn how we can help you reach your business goals. That's crossdig.com.
Need an app or a new website? Cross Digital has you covered. Cross Digital is a full-service company focused on you. We build custom apps and website design to engage your customers. We also produce corporate videos such as live webinars, YouTube explainer videos, podcasts, and our state-of-the-art studio. When you need to stand out, Cross Digital makes it. Visit crossdig.com to learn how we can help you reach your business goals. That's crossdig.
Cracked brick, windows that stick, uneven floors and squeaky doors. The signs are there everywhere. Your home out for repair. Call AFS and we'll be there. Waterproofing specialist too. Let AFS take care of you. AFS, we support everything you love.
Call AFS at 877-340-8479 or go to afsrepair.com.
Coming to Trustful in the fall of 2015, Sheepdog Firearms Indoor Training located 1 minute off of Interstate I-59 and Deerfoot Parkway. Sheepdog will feature indoor firing lanes, a 4,000 square foot gun sale showroom manned by a friendly and courteous staff, and at Sheepdog Firearms you can keep your expanded brass. Like us on Facebook or visit our website at sheepdog-firearms.com. Come join the pack at Sheepdog Firearms Training Center, Trustful.
Hey, Alabama hunters, are you like me and find yourself wanting to do work around your camp, but you just don't know when, how, or where to rent the equipment to do it? I've got the answer for you. Rental Works. Rental Works has excavators, concrete saws, loaders, dozers, and more. Maybe you need a specialty renter like a high-capacity forklift or even a dump truck. Rental Works has you covered. Call 1-877-282-LIFT. That's 1-877-282-LIFT. Rental Works.
Whether you have a convenience store, restaurant, truck stop, quick lube, or an existing location, can handle the project quickly and efficiently. Oil Equipment Company not only specializes in construction of convenience, they also have a full line of inventory for most of your petroleum needs. Oil Equipment Company and their parts department want the opportunity to earn your business. Visit them online at oecparts.net. That's oecparts.net. Oil Equipment Company.
I'm a foundation specialist. We know your home is your biggest investment, and it starts with a solid foundation. But sometimes changes in underlying soils can cause sidewalks, driveways, porches, and pool decks to shift and crack. AFS has a simple, inexpensive solution that lifts the slab. It's a foam called PolyLevel. It's lightweight, adheres in minutes, won't wash out or shift. Replace it, raise it. For a free estimate, call AFS or go to afsrepair.com.
Want to stand out above your competition? Cross Digital can make it happen. Webinar live in our state-of-the-art studio or serve your customers with new YouTube explainer videos and podcasts. Cross Digital also delivers custom apps and websites for businesses of all sizes, as well as digital marketing and social media solutions. Visit crossdig.com to learn how we can help you reach your business goals. That's crossdig.
Ah, yes, welcome to Listen to the Eagle, your statewide television and radio show on hunting and fishing. We want to thank you for making us a part of your day. You really need to go to listentotheeagle.com. If you missed the first two segments, get caught up on our archives. We had Miss Kay Donaldson, the program director of Alabama Bass Trail. They just announced their 2016 tournament schedule. Oh, man, it's so cool. Got anglers representing 6 different states, all coming into our great state of Alabama. Got a great economic impact on several towns across the state. They get to fish all of our if you live here, you know all about our lakes. But, man, they get to go back into their state, talk about Smith, talk about Gunnersville, talk about Logan Martin, and it goes on and on and on. It's just really cool, and that is a cool deal, Alabama Bass Trail. Want to thank her for being a part of the show. And then, of course, that just segued right into Tom Lewis, the founder of Thumb.com. Cool deal, a cool product for you, our fishermen. right there on your thumb, help you out. It's just awesome. Love having guests like that. But now it's time, as always, from week to week, we get to catch up with him. The man, the myth, the legend, our professional hunter. Listen to the Eagles' own Big Bad Ron Jones. Welcome, Ron.
Hey, Bert, how's it going?
Ron, it's great, Ron. We're growing each week. We are the hunters and fishermen of Alabama's, show to have a voice. We're the only thing out there for them. There's tons of shows, Ron, as you know, and you and I both enjoy them, watching, people go on, tell you how to hunt, and they tell you what to do. But like us, there's nothing like Listen to the Eagle to be a platform and a voice for Alabama's hunters and fishermen. And Ron, help us keep spreading the word. Tell everybody. Call in the show, 1-844-EAGLE-99. That's 1-844-EAGLE-99. How you been, Ron?
Oh, I'm doing well. Been doing well. Just been doing a little fishing and cleaning up around the lake.
Yeah, you getting ready?
Oh, yeah. Did some fishing last week and caught some stripers and some spotted bass and some stuff on Lake Mitchell, and then went up to Logan Martin Sunday and did a little yard work and did a little fishing. So getting ready to get the boat.
I hear you. It's fishing now for about the next few months, isn't it, Ron? Tell me real quick, recap turkey season for us. Do you have a good one?
Well, I called into the show, a few weeks ago and told you we had a banner year with our charity event and killed a record amount. We killed 60, but that's what you get when you start thinking you're going to do good. The tables turned on me, and then the rest of the year I was snake bit, and I think I experienced a lot of what the other hunters had experienced. Once the latter part of the season, they just kind of
in a few weeks.
All right, well, we'll do it. Then I got my dad's pond over there, the honey hole. Need to take him over there too.
Don't tell them we're broadcasting statewide. People will be wanting to come over there.
Gotcha.
Big Bad Ron Jones, everybody. Listen to the Eagles, professional hunter and fisherman. Ron, we appreciate it. We'll check in with you in a couple of weeks and catch up on all the fishing update.
Okay, appreciate it, Bert. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you, Ron. Thanks for being on Listen to the Eagle. Not long. Big Red's Cooking Corner to close out the show, but right now, Alabama Specialist is a wonderful sponsor of the show. And at Alabama Foundation Specialist, we know that your home is your biggest investment. And it starts with foundation. But sometimes changes in underlying soil can cause sidewalks, driveways, porches, and pool decks to shift or crack. Well, at AFS has a expensive solution for you. It lifts the slab with an expansive foam level. It's lightweight, adheres in minutes, and won't wash out or shift. So don't replace it, raise it. For a free estimate, call AFS at 1-877-340-8477. That's for a free estimate. Call AFS toll free 1-877-340-8479. Visit AFS.com. That's AFSrepair.com, and tell them Listen to the Eagle sent you. Dare not tell them. You got to get that deal. You might get a little deal if you tell them Listen to the Eagle sent you at AFS. When all of our sponsors, again, we want to thank Kay Donaldson for being a part of the show, program director for Alabama Bass Trail, who they just announced their 2016 schedule. Also want to thank Tom Lewis, the founder of Fisherman'sThumb.com. Great product for all our fishermen out there. And now we can never end the show with a wonderful segment of Big Red's Cooking Corner. Big Red Big Bert's Brown. He brings us a wonderful recipe for you to try this week in the outdoor cooking area. And the creator of Taggart's Seasoning. Oh, Taggart's Seasoning is so fine, Bert. Just makes me want to pour it in my hand and just sop it up with a biscuit. What you got going on, Big Red?
Oh, man, we're going to do some Taggart's bar today.
Come on.
This is a very, very easy. People think of bar, they get terrified, but this is a very, very easy recipe.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Well, let's start it off. Hey, Big Red, I want to tell you last week's recipe. By the way, if you didn't get it, man, you got to go to .com. I tried it myself. It's pretty doggone salty there, baby.
Which one? The Angie Brown sweet green beans?
Angie Brown sweet green beans, man. That was awesome.
They were pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. All right. We're going to do some barbecued shrimp.
Yes, sir. We're going to start out with 5 pounds of shrimp, whatever size you like to have.
Okay.
Some people like the bigger ones. Some people like the smaller ones.
5 pounds of shrimp.
We're going to use 3 heaping tablespoons of Taggart.
Got to get Taggart.
And we're going to use 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper.
1 teaspoon.
Yes, sir. We're going to have a half a cup of light margarine, something like Land O'Lakes. I mean, we need some real butter for this recipe.
Real butter.
Yes, sir.
We don't want 3, do we?
No, we don't. You just got to watch your portions.
Yes, sir. Okay. I got you. All right.
And we're going to have a half a cup of steak sauce. Preferably just a plain A1 steak sauce is what we've been using.
Okay.
But a half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of that.
Could be a steak sauce of your choice, though, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, we're going to put all the shrimp, lay them into a tin pan, and we're going to melt the butter, steak sauce, and both seasonings in the microwave. Melt it down. Stir it up real good. Pour that over all the shrimp in pan.
All right, now wait a minute. Let me pause. I'm going to take the 3 heaping doses of Taggart's seasoning.
Yes.
I'm taking the 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I'm taking my half cup of butter and my half cup of steak sauce, and that's what all I'm melting together?
That's what you're melting all that together.
Okay. All right.
In the microwave.
Yes, sir.
Stir it around, mix it up real good, shake it up, and then you're going to pour it over those shrimp. You can leave the heads on the shrimp. I prefer leaving the heads on the shrimp because it adds more flavor to the shrimp.
Okay.
A lot of people take the heads off. Then we're going to put just a little bit of lemon juice on top of that when they're on.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the grill, cook it for about 10 minutes on it, just till your shrimp get done. I mean, they don't want to be too done because they get really hard to peel, and that's where people have a problem with barbecued shrimp.
All right,
you don't want to cook them too much.
Right. Now, back that up. Let's talk about that because that is frustrating, especially when you go to a restaurant and they cook these shrimp too long because you can't get the shell off. That's
right. Chef, you get to try one every now and then. Make sure they're easy to peel.
Yeah, but what is a good time frame again for this, Bert? Because you don't want to mess this up.
8 to 10 minutes on a hot grill.
Okay.
I mean, once the sauce gets hot, it's just going to need to cook for about 5 minutes in that sauce. It doesn't take shrimp long at all.
Okay.
But on extremely high heat. I mean, just try them as you go along, and you can some good garlic French bread to dip into that sauce.
You right. Well, Bert, as always, you always deliver. I wanted to chat with you. Fishing's coming right up. I don't know if you heard about the Fisherman's Thumb, but you need to go to fishermansthumb.com. Check it out, Bert. But real quick, did you have a good turkey season? Or did you hunt it all?
I hunted. I love the duck hunting.
Right.
And I just do not turkey hunt because of the mosquitoes and snakes.
You just don't like that, do you?
I don't like mosquitoes.
Well, what you gonna do this summer? I know you love going to the river. Do you got some good places? And talk to me a little bit about your fishing.
We do a lot of jugging at night on the reservoir over here on the weekends, and we catch quite a bit of some channel cats and blue cats.
Birds,
early part of the year.
What are some rules and laws about that? I noticed a couple of weeks ago our big council met, and on the trout line over here, you can only now 100 hooks out on your line. Is there anything like that where you are, or what's some rules?
I have not heard of that here, but I do. People do not go back and get the trout lines up. So, like when they're fishing in the backwaters, and of course the rivers are up right now, and they're 8 or 9 feet over the ground. Well, during hunting season, somebody can be riding through there, and all of a sudden they're hitting the trout line that somebody did not come back and take up.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, I think what they're trying to do is try to make sure wherever they're laying trout lines out to get them out with especially on y'all's rivers over there, because y'all many lock and dams over there.
Yes, sir.
Y'all's rivers are more up and down than ours are.
Yeah.
We pretty much rely on the Mississippi River. Wherever it's at is wherever it's at.
Well, I want to invite all our listeners to always go and make sure that you're in compliance with the laws and regulations across the state that you're in. Big Red, as always, can't thank you enough for Big Red's Cooking Corner. You delivered again. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to do this week, but I bet you I try it this weekend.
To try it, I mean, it is really good, really good.
Barbecued shrimp, the way Big Red does
Yes,
them.
sir.
Thank you, Big Red, for being a part of Listen to the Eagle, baby.
Thank y'all.
Want to thank you again, our listeners, for letting us be a part of your evening. As always, please call the show. We are here. We are Alabama's hunters and fishermen. Finally have a voice statewide across the state. On TV, you'll be on the radio, but you got to call the show. 1-844-EAGLE. That's 1-844-EAGLE-99. Always go to listen to the Eagle. If you missed any part of the show, you can always go to the archives. Click on Watch Live now. You can check you missed and watch the show. Please follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram @Eagle. Thank you once again for a great week. We look forward to next week. Y'all don't miss us this Saturday across the state of Alabama on Charter TV as well. I'm Bert Carruth, your host, and this is Listen to the Eagle.